I'm so glad I didn't let those beliefs stop me.
We are here to share and we are here to show you what's possible.
If
If I
I
don't
need
show
my
up,
income,
I don't
someone
get
else
paid,
sets
and
my
that's just
time
how it
off.
is. Wait, what happened to Atamel? Hello, everyone. Whether you've got little feet running around or, you know, your kids are all grown, one thing is true: there's never really a perfect time to start something new, but there is a right one, and that's when you are ready for a change. Aloha, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our online business chat. Um, Again, to those of you who do not know me, I am Mel. I'm a full time nurse. I'm a mom of two kids, and I'm also a wife, and s- I am someone who never thought I'd be doing anything outside of her day job. Hi, Ate. There you go.
Nawala yung internet ko.
And joining us, of course, is Ate Mel, who's in a different season of
Hello.
life. Okay.
Yes, the most exciting season.
Okay. Yep. And of course, whether you're up all night with toddlers, or suddenly finding more quiet moments in your home, starting something for yourself isn't just possible. It might actually be what you've been needing. So if you've been wondering, is now even the right time? Well, this is for you. Let's dive into how we each built our online business at totally different stages of life, and why it works for both. Take it away, Ate.
Yeah. So, ako yung una magdi-discuss and of course, we're talking about different seasons. So ako, I'd miss a lot of birthdays or even important events in my children's life, like yung graduations, yung mga um, school activities nila. Pero I told myself it is worth it because it is for my children. So when they grow up and started their own lives, natanong ko sa sarili ko, now, paano na ako? Kasi umalis na sila um, sa bahay. I became an empty nester. So,
Okay. We will wait for Ate Mel. I think she's having some internet issues. But yeah, so like what Ate Mel was talking, different seasons, same desire for more. Like for me, for example, as a mom with young kids, my days, and still are loud, messy, and nonstop. And I used to think there's no way I could actually ever start a business like right now. But deep inside, I knew I didn't want to feel stuck in the same cycle forever. Like eat, work, sleep, repeat, right? And I was always exhausted, and I am always rushing to go to work, and by the time I got home, I had nothing left in me, and I wasn't showing up the way I wanted to, as a mom or as a wife. I wanted more flexibility and more time to be present. And what surprised me was that this business didn't ask for more of me. It actually gave more back to me. And even though, like, for example, for Atimel, she's in a different season of life. She's an empty nester. She has grown kids. She has quieter house. We both wanted the same thing. We both wanted the same. We have purpose. We wanted time freedom, and we wanted income that gives us options. So whether you're raising little ones or adjusting to a quieter home, this business grows with you. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. The best time to create something for you is actually now. Okay. Mm, is Atima back? There you go.
Sorry.
Atimel's back.
Okay, where
Yay.
was oh
Yeah, the
yes,
different
did you get my
seasons.
message?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
actually
okay. So, oh my
there.
gosh, ang hina ng internet. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know why the internet's acting up now.
in and out. Oh, yeah, I was actually telling to Ate that you have I have little ones, you have grown kids, but that doesn't really matter because we both wanted the same thing. We're purpose
Yeah,
driven. We wanted to achieve time freedom and the income that gives us options, right, Ate?
yeah. Something that will take us better, will take us faster to a better life. Um, we don't want to be like scraping by, or just surviving. We want to be thriving. We want to be um, like in a this is a different season. Like people my age will be just quietly retiring. But I saw in the internet um, just the other day, like there's this couple, they were eager to retire, and then they retired. 1 month, 2 month passed. Okay, they're enjoying it. Then it's been a year or two. Then their income is suddenly depleting. Then they said, "Oh, let's cut the air conditioning. Oh, let's cut the."
Mhm.
So if it's winter time, it's cold. When it's summer, it's hot because they removed their air conditioning to save money. But is that what's retirement's all about? Like you have to um, like yung titipirin mo lahat ng pwede mong tipirin
Mhm.
so you can survive. No, I don't want that. Um, I want to be doing different things like exploring. Just the other week, last week, we were not live because I was in Mindanao. I was hiking up a mountain, and I said, "Oh, this is what retirement should look like. You can like go on vacation as much impromptu vacations as much as you want to, and to be exploring and living, not just scraping by." Back to you, Mel.
Yep, very well said, Ate. Yeah, and you don't really need to wait for the perfect time. I mean,
Yeah,
there's never a perfect time, right?
it's not a perfect time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. Okay, the power of starting small. Um, when I started this business, I was in the thick of mom life. Yeah, my daughter goes to school. I have a little one who is in preschool, juggling my full time job as a nurse. My days are packed, that's for sure. And I remember thinking, how can I possibly squeeze in anything else? It almost felt like business was only for people who had extra time or less responsibility. But the truth was, I needed something for myself, for our family, and I didn't want to wait until the kids were older to start dreaming, and I was tired of putting myself last. And but of course, I don't want to sacrifice my family time either. So that's when I realized I didn't need to go all in from day one. I just needed to start small. And this business actually works with your season of life, whether you've only got 30 minutes at the end of the day, or a quiet house, as just like an empty nester, just like Ate Mel. Starting small is how many of us begin. I started during nap times and late evenings, and I'm sure Atimel also used her quiet hours, of her empty nest routine. So does it really matter what stage of life you are in? Because we achieved same result. We made progress because we made it fit our lives. And so whether you're chasing toddlers or finding yourself with time and space again, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to begin. You can start small, right where you are, and grow from there. And this business grows with you, and those tiny consistent steps, they create a future you'll thank yourself for, no matter what life stage you're in today. Yun ate.
Yeah, yeah. I like what you said. Na sometimes we get busy, but the thing is, what are we busy with? Maybe as an empty nester like me, I get busy watching Netflix to pass time, but then or scrolling on Facebook, social media. But then I can use that same time to build my business.
To
So
build your
which one
business.
would I spend my time more? Right? I can start
Yes.
small. So
Mhm.
this next this next topic is just like a continuation of the power of starting small. And this is you don't need to know everything. You just need to start. So if someone told me like a few years back na I would be doing an online business, I would have laughed my heart out. Kasi I'm not tech savvy. I'm not. It's it's not because I would have laughed not because I don't want it, but because I don't really think I can. Una nga, I'm not tech savvy. Tapos I'm in my almost retirement age. I'm not popular in social media. I don't have a lot of following, but I don't. I also didn't grow up, you know, um, having millions of subscribers. I don't know how to edit videos or, you know, talk to cameras like this before. So I had doubts. I had fears. But what I don't have a lot of anymore is time to waste. Di ba? Like instead of scrolling on social media, I don't have that much time. I'm at the prime of, I'm not anymore in the prime of my life. So I was 50 plus when I realized I don't have to know everything. I just need to start. Because I don't know if it's my generation, we have to have it all planned. We have to have it all perfect, then we start. But that's not how we should roll. Now is you have to start before you can feel, you know, that these things will work for you. But here's the real deal. A lot of women like me wait for the perfect time. Wait until malalaki na yung mga bata or when they feel more confident or when they know a lot of things. Pero clarity comes from movement, not waiting. Oh, natutunan ko yung kita ni Robin. Sabi niya, you have to move first, then you'll have clarity. So I learned step by step with mentorship and a community that I didn't need to be like super high tech, super techy. I just need to be willing to learn. And if you've been watching others live boldly, thinking, I wish I could do that too, you can actually. You don't need to agree in, um, you don't need to have a degree. Sorry, my dog is my dog is barking.
Join the,
But
he wants to join the live.
yeah, he wants to join the live. So you don't need to have a degree in business or have big following in social media. You just need your why and a little courage to start, to begin. So, like Mel said, start small, start messy, but start.
Start.
So, if again, yeah, it's not about being ready, it's about being brave to begin. And yeah, like both of us, Mel and I,
Yes, okay. And
we gather up all our courage and be brave to start this. Different seasons, it will work.
different seasons. And yeah, and like what they say, ate, that if you wait till you're ready, you'll never be able to start because
Yeah,
yeah, you'll never be ready. So just start. Yep.
yeah. I was talking to like young people during our hike in what was that? Bukidnon. Sabi ko, why are you guys not yet getting married? They're 29 years old, 27, 28. Ganyan. Sabi ko, ba't hindi pa kayo like getting married? Wala pa silang boyfriend. Oh, because we want to be ready. Like, ready how? Like, have a house, have a car, have savings. Oh, it will take you forever.
Oh,
You just need to, right?
yeah.
You cannot,
I mean,
like,
it's
plan
good.
everything
Uh,
and have everything.
Yeah, but yeah, but you're right, Ate. You can have everything planned out. Nakwan. You just have to start. Yep. Okay, and then our last one, using life experience as are your superpower. Okay. When I started this business, I wasn't sure if I had what it takes. I mean, I've been a nurse for years and of course a mom 24/7, but I didn't think those roles prepared me for business. I remember thinking, I don't have the big business background. What can I even bring to the table? So I felt like I had to be someone else to succeed. And that almost held me back. And, like at work, I've learned to manage stress, I've learned to multitask and connect with people deeply. And at home, I've had to stay calm in chaos, handle a million things at once. I know a lot of moms can relate to this. And and also care for everyone's needs before mine. I didn't realize I didn't realize it then, but all of that was my training ground. And the same goes for Ate Mel. She has decades of wisdom, focus, and leadership from her years raising her family and managing her home. So the point of this is this business doesn't ask you to start over. It invites you to bring all that life experience with you. I didn't need to learn how to become someone else. I just needed to apply who I already was. My skills as a mom, my skills as a nurse, a multitasker, and, even as a person who's learned to keep going on hard days. And that became my superpower. And, that gives me, those experiences, that gives me the confidence. So whatever stage you're in, whether you're wiping noses of your kids or learning how to feel a quieter home, you already have what it takes. Your real life experience is your edge. You don't need a fancy resume. You need that you only need a heart, consistency, and the willingness to try. And this business gives you the tools. You just have to bring yun, ate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, while you were talking, I remember like Rihanna, the singer, she became very popular because she embraced who she is, like her culture. Like I think she's from Barbados. She she didn't pretend to be someone else. and so she became very successful. She just showed who she really is, and that's what this business is about. You just show who you really are, and then the right people who are similar like you, who have same life experiences as you, will resonate with you and will become your business partners. So you don't need to be like somebody else. You just need
Yeah.
to be you. I'm being myself. I'm an empty nester, a grandma, and Mel is like being herself, a nurse with young children and a wife, right? So that's your superpower in this business.
Yeah.
So
Life's experiences. You can apply
yeah,
it.
and your experiences. Sometimes we, especially women have this sickness. We are so we do a lot of things, but we think so little of ourselves. But when you enumerate, sometimes I do this too. I'm sure others do. Like I think of myself like, oh, I cannot do this because I'm only a mom, or I'm only this, like I'm not that type of person. But when you
Mhm.
actually list your accomplishments, the things that you did way back before until now, you'll be surprised that you have accomplished so much,
So
and
much.
yeah, you have displayed strength and resilience. Like Mel has been working all over the place. Like she worked in Philippines and then in Middle
Saudi
East, right,
Arabia.
Mel?
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia,
Yeah.
and then before coming to Hawaii. I was, me too. I worked in Philippines, then I worked in Indonesia, then back in now here in Philippines. So we've been doing a lot and raising children. So if somebody says you're just a mom, no, you are a mom. That is your superpower.
Super mom.
Super mom. Oh my gosh, what will these children do without you, right?
Yep. Ah,
That's
okay, ate.
superpower.
Um, ano to? Okay. Ay, okay, ate. Message to our viewers.
So ayan, different seasons, different stages in life, but still we have the same desire. So if you um, wanted to make those desires manifest, join us in this business, because um, this business is something that will, it's like riding a bike and then riding a car. Which one will get you faster? Horse riding the car, and that is this business. And here you don't need to be like tech savvy. You can be yourself, and you can actually um, succeed in this business. Back to you, Mel.
Okay, thank you, ate. Perfect. Okay. Um, yeah, so, you know, like like what we talked about today, no matter what life stage you're in, that it doesn't really matter. What matters is your dreams, your purpose, um, and yeah, whether you're a busy mom like me, whether you're juggling toddlers, or learning to enjoy your quiet mornings. Your life isn't on pause. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to have all the answers, and you definitely don't need to start from scratch. um, Me and Atimel didn't start from scratch, and that's the beauty of this business. It came with tools, training, and supportive online business community, and it met us right where we were. So if something about today's chat stirred something in you, maybe a whisper like, "Oh, could this be my next step?" You know what? Don't ignore it. Connect with us, and we are happy to share more. No pressure, no commitment, just information that could be a game changer for you, because you deserve more than just getting through each day, and you deserve to build something that fills you up and creates options for your future.
Yeah,
You Yep. So
beautifully said, Mel. Like, no pressure. Just need to, like, hear us out. Like, just listen what we have to offer. And you don't need to, like, sign up or whatever. You just need to
yep, no
at
pressure, no
least learn.
just the information.
No
Yes.
commitment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us this Friday. We're cheering you on. We hope you'll join us again on our next episode of our live chat. Have a
Yeah.
great weekend, everyone.
Have a great
Aloha.
weekend. Aloha.